holiday, so
Yeah.
so we don't know if. I mean, what's up, guys? How's everybody doing? I forgot that I hit live, so I think some people are still talking in the other one, so I'm telling them to go ahead this way.
Quit your day job and become a Broadway singer.
This nerd said. Oh, let me turn my mic.
Know how she
Turn it down.
Is Coco here?
Yeah.
All
Hi,
right.
Coco. Hi,
Coco.
Why is it not showing them? It's not okay. So on the live,
Yeah,
it's showing you in this back, but it's not showing you on the actual live.
Well, that's weird because there we are, right there.
I think
Look
that's
at your
enough.
settings.
What do you mean my settings? He can see me.
I can see. Well, I do see you, but on the actual live, it's not showing you.
I'm telling you, my dream was prophetic.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
It says front camera, back camera. This is my front camera, right?
Yeah, we're.
I think you might have the YouTube playing live.
I might what?
I think.
There we are.
Yep.
It's fixed now, right?
All right, let's see. Let's see.
Oh, Abigail just moved up.
Can you guys see us?
All right, I think it is. Yeah, you're on now.
Okay.
Had to have a little bit of trouble.
Mute your. Do you have the video playing? Do you have the video playing through the?
I have it on my phone. I do, but it's on mute.
Let's see, because it's doubling back for some reason. Okay, I'm not hearing that anymore. Is there something? Let me make sure it's not.
What's doubling back?
I'm hearing. Are you hearing that, Abigail? So what's happening is I'm hearing echo from the video. Are you hearing it on the TV that way? That's really weird.
They are hearing it.
Let us know in the chat if you're hearing like a delay. I've never had that happen, so let's see.
Yes, I hear it.
Okay. It might be me. I might have oh, you know what? I'm a dummy. I have another tab pulled up and didn't even realize. I'm an idiot, guys. All right. Well, welcome to the show. Yep. Leave it to me. Leave it to me. I apologize. I apologize deeply. So, yeah, I had two of the live video pulled up. So I was like, what? I have it on mute. Why is this being this way? But I had another one pulled up on another tab. So my fault, guys. My fault.
Can we start over?
Yeah. So we're gonna rewind. So I'm just making sure I'm exited out of everything so nothing pulls up. I don't know how I had that up. All right. I think we're good. Are we good in the chat? Everybody saying we're good? Happy Monday, Chrissy. Good to see you. Henry, good to see you guys.
Hi, Chrissy.
Coco, I'm glad you liked the My Beautiful Little Mermaid song. So this nerd said it was beautiful as well. So all right, well, it looks like we're good, guys. So I guess we can get the ball on the roll. I do believe there's somebody else that was live. So there's people live all day, every day. So also it is a holiday. So I know some people are probably still out celebrating and all that. So, but we're glad for all those that could come in. And I know there will be people coming in through time. Miss Tabitha, how you doing? Well, you already got your first question, guys. I don't know if you see this, but we're going to go ahead and ask this question before we get started with the actual introduction and everything. Do you guys want to go ahead and answer this first?
Is this the do we switch roles depending on what day it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes.
It depends on what it is, right?
Some people aren't as happy as they think they are.
Oh man, nice. That was funny. That's good. All right, well, guys, we're gonna go ahead and get started. As you know, I'm very happy to have our guest on. I'm not gonna say their names. I'll let them introduce themselves. But you know their personas, which Happy Picker and Grumpy Picker. But no offense to them, and I'm sure they would agree. What matters most is Jesus Christ, exalting Him. And Scripture says, if you lift His name up, that all men will be drawn to Him, and that's what's most important to me. So, just to give you a message, I know I was thinking about something you said the other day, but just to give you guys a message of hope, and that's the gospel of Jesus Christ. The fact is that you and I, no matter how good you think you are, how bad you think you are, we've all sinned, but there's still an answer to that sin. We've all sinned, and sin is what separates us from God, and we all deserve to not have eternal life, to be punished. We think we're not because we profess our own goodness, but God's standards are truth. He's absolute. He's the creator of all things. However, we've all done it. We've all sinned, but He still loved us enough to send His Son to die for us. That if we would repent, put our faith in Him, and believe on what He did on the cross for us, which He died for our sins that we may be forgiven, we'll be saved. What repentance means? A lot of people say repentance means stop doing certain things. There's truth in that, but a repentance is where we change our mind about how we view sin and how we view God and how we view who we are. We have to recognize that we are sinners. We have to recognize that we're not worthy of all the goodness He offers, and we change our mind about that and recognize the only way that we'll have perfection, eternal life, holiness, purity, all that. The only way we'll have that is if we trusted Him and what He did for us on the cross. So, as my friend here said, as a sinner, that's Paul said he was the chief of sinners, and so we have to recognize that in and of ourselves we do no good. But that's not an excuse to live how we want. We have to put our faith in Him, and He will make us new, and He will give us a new heart, and we'll start seeing ourselves, sin, who God is in a different light. And that's what I just want to share with all of you. If you don't know Jesus, I implore you to trust in Him today. If you don't believe in Him, but you have questions, feel free to send me messages, talk, and I would love to share the truth with you. If you're a Christian and you're struggling in your walk, please feel free to. I think every Christian knows what it's like to struggle in their walk. So if you need prayer, this is what's most important to me: is to encourage the saints and to preach the gospel to a lost and dying world, and that you may be saved and have eternal life. That's my whole purpose of life. So that matters most. And if everything changed to that on this thing, I'm sure we'd all be happy. So if you have any questions, if you want prayer, feel free to send us a message. Send me a message. My wife will put the email up in the chat. And but with that being said, I would like to introduce our friends, new friends over about a month or two now, I think, maybe 2 months.
Couple months, yeah.
A little bit longer. Time kind of flies by. So Happy Picker and Grumpy Picker. What I did want to say before they share, go ahead, and if you have any questions for me and my wife, Amber, didn't introduce Amber. This is my wife, Amber. And if you have any questions for Happy Picker and Grumpy Picker, I'm going to, between each question and each statement that said, I am going to look through the chat and I'm going to highlight questions. So if you have any questions, go ahead and start throwing them. I'm going to do a better job at keeping up. So
I'm not going to get 30 minutes.
I'm not going to get 30 minutes behind tonight. I'm keeping up with it now. So amen. So all right, guys, you have the floor.
Well, Keith, I want to thank you for sharing. I appreciate that.
Amen.
And yeah, it's the center of both of our lives, and there is nothing without Jesus. So
Yeah.
Um, what do you want to know about us? I'm already lost.
Yeah, my bad. I'm sorry. I don't know if I just share because I didn't say your names, so I didn't want to. I didn't want to. I didn't want to introduce you guys. I'm going to let you introduce.
Okay.
And so you can say it. Share who you are, where you're from, and I'm going to be asking questions. But if you just want to share who you are, where you're from, and how you two met, because that's kind of the focus of this month is couples. So if you don't mind sharing that, kind of your little story there.
Yeah, Fred Flintstone and Jessica Rabbit. Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Kyle, also known as Grumpy Picker. It's my wife Lori, who's also known as Happy Picker. We've been involved in reselling. Well, Lori looked today, and our eBay account started in '97.
Wow.
I've probably, well, yeah. I mean, before that we were messing with baseball cards. Lori's always been what I call a go with girl. So if I want to do something, she'll go with me on it. And early on in our marriage, when we were just starting out, I was still, young, and we were messing with baseball cards and doing that kind of thing. And then the Beanie Babies hit around 95-ish, and we got into that. Had a basement full of Beanie Babies. And then again, eBay was kind of coming along at that time too. And it's just grown from there, and it hasn't been until the last 1 year-ish that we've gotten full bore on trying to really make reselling a business.
Well,
Wow.
we homeschooled all 4 of our children,
Okay.
and our youngest graduated in 21, right?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. So 2 years ago. So I was free to start making this more of a full-time gig.
Okay.
And our goal now is to keep growing the business to a point that he can quit his job and come home and do it with me.
Full time.
Absolutely.
So I'm 56. Okay. I know that's why I'm grumpy. But if over the next 3-ish years we can build this up enough to where we can support ourselves, my current job is a great job. I'm very thankful for it. It has blessed us in so many ways. But what I really want is to spend more time with Lori, more time with our family.
That's awesome.
And I really hope that God blesses us and allows us to do that. So that's what we're shooting for. So,
amen. That sounds like what do you do outside of reselling? What's your full-time job?
I'm an internal auditor.
Everybody loves him.
Do what?
They love him.
Internal audit.
Was that why you're grumpy?
The funny thing about my day job is people tell me, you have a lot of personality for an auditor.
Hey, look, man, I think that's a worthy vocation. So,
well, God gave it to me. He knew me and knew. I describe my job like this, my day job. I get to go tell everybody what they're doing wrong, and I have no responsibility to fix it.
Hey, that sounds like the way to go.
So God knew me, how He made me.
Yeah, there you go.
But what I really love is what we're doing. Friday, I took the day off and we went garage selling all day. Saturday, we went to an in-person auction. We took Sunday off, and today we went with my daughter and son-in-law and did another round of garage selling.
Wow. So they're having garage sales. See, I didn't even know they.
Yeah.
I guess they would have.
Well, I was surprised. I was shocked.
Yeah, so instead of grilling and being all American,
we're going for the American buck.
But yeah, what's more American than capitalism, right? I have no problem with that. Yeah, I see nothing wrong with that.
And speaking of that, I picked up. I always feel funny about buying and selling Bibles. I don't really like to.
Yeah.
But she had a couple of nice Bibles at this estate sale today, and I picked them up because one was a chain reference and one was a chronological.
Oh, okay.
I've always wanted a chronological Bible for myself. We get them home. Well, that chain reference is a Thompson's from 1917.
Oh, wow.
The last one that sold was sold for several $100s.
Goodness. Wow.
I paid $1.
Wow.
Awesome.
Yeah. See,
We've talked about that.
yeah, we talked about that because she found a Braille Bible.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, on Facebook, I saw a post, and there's like, because I mean, it's Braille, so it's like huge books, and it's like, it was like 50 or something. And the guy was like, for free. So just for fun, I was like, well, I wonder what this old comes for these are. And it was a couple of hundred.
Yeah, I think it was like 300 or 400.
But I was like, I would not. Like,
We just didn't feel comfortable because it was for
yeah,
hard
it
to
was
find
like a
somebody.
specialty
Yeah.
thing, like, and
Right.
A blind person wants to read the Bible, and here's
Yeah.
$400.
Yeah.
You can read the
I
gospel.
don't want to profit off that. Like, it's
Yeah,
a little
right.
different if it's like because it's old or because
Yeah,
it's,
that's totally
you know,
different because that's kind of
we
a,
wouldn't-
It's a
you know,
collectible.
people putting them on the bookshelf, people putting
Yeah.
them in their library. I think that's, yeah. And
Well,
I wouldn't be against a person selling a Braille Bible either. I'm just saying we didn't.
It's King James version anyway, so nobody's going to read it.
Wow.
I
Did you know that's actually the best seller? The best seller, actually.
Keith, I think that you and the audience need to know one thing is I have a doctorate in sarcasm.
Yeah.
So
That's I love it. I love it.
And if you don't get sarcasm,
you don't get me.
yeah.
Absolutely. I know with me and my friends, we're always sarcastic. Coco Chewy said, one of my favorite couples.
Nah, Coco, she's so sweet. I can't wait to meet her in person.
Well, I think she was talking about me. So. Thanks, Rhonda. I'm glad.
We're the couple.
No, she was definitely talking about you guys. So absolutely. Rhonda, I just saw that. I'm glad you enjoyed it, the video. So I have a few more questions. I'm like I said, I'm reading these. Oh, Henry said, I'm an auditor too. Grumpy is just a way of life. There you go.
This nerd asked that question.
Oh, this nerd asked a question. Oh, yeah, he asked a question up here. This nerd asked, I think he was asking you, he said, are you going to try and resell video games anytime soon?
Well, we don't have very good luck with video games.
I'm not very good at it.
Yeah, it's got to be something you're like really, really into to find it.
If I got a Grail game, it would be Blind Luck. I mean, I just don't know them.
Yeah,
and that's why we're everything sellers. Well,
Yeah.
I call it almost everything. Just depends on if I want to mess with it. But
yeah,
games, every game I run into, it's always the $2 game. I'm like, why?
like a 1999 Madden or something that won't.
Well,
sell.
I just picked. This weekend I picked up Mafia something on PS4.
Oh,
So big-
well, that should still sell.
50 cents. So
it costs us 50 cents.
I can turn that into like $10.
Yeah, I was gonna say you could probably make 10 to 14 bucks. So
Yeah,
or 15
I'm
bucks.
just not great at it. So
Yeah, we'll see. We're loaded with $8 to $15 games. So absolutely. So I know all about that. Let me go. I got another question for you, and I'm pretty sure you knew where this one would come here. How did you get the names Happy and Grumpy Picker?
It was
Did you
his
feel at liberty
brainchild.
to-
It was his brainchild.
Nice.
I love it.
I mean, he is pretty grumpy a lot of the time. His grandchildren now call him Grandpa.
Grandpa.
Grandpa, that is great. That is hilarious.
And like Happy Picker just rolls off better than like easygoing, laid back, easy to get along with.
Yeah,
Which is who I am.
yeah. That would be a very long YouTube channel and Instagram, I think.
one of the funniest things I heard is we were in a chat and we were both in there, and then I don't remember who said it. Might have been somebody in the audience. Said, so we got Happy and Grumpy. Where's Sleepy Dopey?
Nice. Now, did you guys go on another live not long ago?
We have not.
For some reason,
No.
I was thinking you did.
No, you're
Maybe I was
you're our first friend.
Oh, well, there you go. Well, I feel honored. I feel honored here.
We
I'm,
feel honored that you asked us.
Yeah, absolutely. No, you guys are always in. You're always having fun and always getting involved. And like I said, we wanted to highlight couples. If I'm a little sidetracked, because I'm also trying to share this Instagram. Can you share that for me? This Instagram, because I'm going to try to share it on Instagram. Let people know we're live. Man, I am so scatterbrained. What was I saying?
I'll tell you what. You were talking about a couple, and let me tell you what I think about that. Lori and I are great together because she has different interests, and so she'll see different things that I don't know anything about.
Absolutely.
And the reverse is true too. And we kind of will cue each other. Like if we went to that in-person auction Saturday, I'll cue her in. Hey, over on that table is jewelry or quilts or whatever the things I know absolutely. She knows, and she'll point me towards things I know. And then there's things neither of us know, but we learn together. But having a team can work really well to expand what you can buy, because you can't know everything. We will still, after 30 years, learn every day. I mean,
that's right. Yeah, she finds she's really good at digging and finding things that I would have never even thought of.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm like, I had no clue. She's like, how did you miss that? Well, one thing which I kind of knew, but I know like Hot Wheels are so oversaturated, right? There's so many, and then it's hard to look up because they've made so many of the same thing, and you can't find the exact. So I kind of skimmed over stuff, and I was like, well, I don't know. I don't know enough about it. Well, my wife went over and she's like, Keith, I really think you need to look this up. And we found one Hot Wheel. We paid $1. We haven't sold it yet, but it's like a $80 to $100 Hot Wheel. Nice. And then we sold one Hot Wheel for like $30. And then I always get these 10 lunch boxes. I don't know if you remember. You know that Flipper dude?
No, of them.
He follows on here. Well, he's like, man, I kind of want that. We were about to make a trade. But anyways, it was a 10 lunchbox with the thermos, and it was in like mint condition, still had the tags on it from the 70s. Nice. I sold the thing in like 2 minutes for $250. We paid $2 for it. And she was like, Keith, why didn't you see this? And I was like, oh yeah, I saw it, but it just didn't register. Like I noticed it, and I usually will try to pick that stuff up, but because she notices the like vintage, like cool things like that I'll see, and I kind of have an idea, but it just doesn't grab me. And
You're just interested in
I think I'm too focused on finding video games that I'll be like, oh, there's a $20 video game. It's like, you just missed this $250 lunchbox. Yeah.
So, there's one danger in working together.
The dude said he's still crying. So sorry, man.
Yeah, right. There's one danger when you're going to an in-live auction together, though.
Mm-hmm. You don't bid against each other.
Oh no! Did that happen?
Oh, it's happened a lot of times. Usually, the auctioneer goes, "Aren't you with her?" And I'll go, "Oh yeah, sorry. This guy didn't notice."
You let us run each other out.
Wow, that's funny. So pay attention. So that's part of teamwork. So if there's other couples out there, pay attention what your teammate's doing. Coco said teamwork makes the dream work. So I had a question about being grumpy and happy. Other than all the time, if you're all the time happy or all the time grumpy, Lori, how can you tell when you know grumpy picker when Kyle he's grumpy? Is there something you can tell? Like, if I say anything, he's in that mood. He's grumpy.
Like, for example, so we were talking about that this week. So when Keith is happy, like he's in a happy mood, he's either playing air drums or he's doing this with his hands. And I can just tell that he's like in a really happy mood.
Yeah. And when she's nervous, she pulls
When I'm anxious, I like put my hand in my shirt right here. So he always knows, are you okay? Are you worried? What are you worried about? And,
well, I think the clue usually comes when he bites my head off when I ask a question.
It's an obvious clue. I love the honesty. I love this. That's so good.
But that doesn't happen very much, right? Well,
Just slightly.
yeah.
But- That's great. Well,
Friday, we had a really rough start on Friday.
Oh wow.
I don't really know what happened, but we had to like stop and reset.
Yeah.
Well, we've been married. It'll be 33 years here in just a little bit.
That's awesome.
So how many did you say?
33.
Oh,
33.
that's amazing. I love that's a rare thing nowadays, isn't it?
And I think that, we've kind of lived our life like an Italian family, really out loud, and there's no secrets about how we're feeling. It's out there. And in our ways, that works for us because we
Been
don't have
married
to
33 years, yeah.
Yeah, well, we don't have to tiptoe around each other because we know, the person just said they were ticked off or whatever.
That's right, yeah.
Okay, no problem. Give her space. It'll be fine,
Yeah.
And after 33 years and a lot of rough times, there's nothing now
Yeah.
That's right.
it's
I always had
blowing off some steam or whatever, but it's not anything. I mean, I don't say, Lord, you big stupid, I don't.
Yeah.
You're kind to each other even when you're frustrated or whatever. You
Yeah.
don't say not nice things to each other or call each other names or I don't know.
And you're not easily offended over it things.
You what?
You're not getting like offended and like to where you're so cut off from each other. In other words, you can deal with things.
That's a good point. Not getting cut off from each other. Yeah.
Now, other side, how can you tell when she's just in a very happy mood?
After she comes home from getting her nails done.
Oh, okay. Well,
Lori's very self-sacrificing, and for the longest time with 4 kids, we never had
sure.
two nickels to rub together.
Yeah.
And now that we're in that later stage where I'm making nice money at work and she's
And I'm working too.
and we don't have a bunch of kids to spend money on that.
Sure.
That she'll go and get her nails done, and I like that. I feel good about her spoiling herself a little bit because
So that's awesome.
she's worked really hard for a long time.
Absolutely.
I kind of think it's a business expense now. If I put
Yeah.
my pictures out in the pictures,
Absolutely.
Exactly, yeah.
You could write it off in your tax write-up. So,
Absolutely.
absolutely. Coco said, just like Puerto Ricans, we are loud and passionate. Absolutely.
Yeah. I could have been a good Puerto Rican. Yep.
Could have been a good Puerto Rican. Awesome. Let's see. I totally lost where I was at.
You answered that.
Did we do that?
Yeah, because he works.
Oh, yeah. I already asked you about that. So, Lori, you said you are now this past year doing this full time, like, okay.
yeah,
How has that been?
great. I mean, I also have a booth in a flea market here in town.
Yeah, I've seen you talk about that.
Yeah.
Both of you talk about that.
And I go in there and I work once a week, all day, and
Yeah.
cashier, which is fun for me, and it's an outlet to get away from the grind of listing and all that all the time.
Yeah.
And I get to see what people are buying, which is kind of fun. And
Does that help you with knowing what you would
Not
go
really.
buy and resell?
not really,
Well, I think it's just
I mean-
trends.
maybe
Yeah.
a little.
Yeah.
But the things people buy in booths or at flea markets is, I think, a lot different than the things I sell on eBay. So
Yeah, absolutely.
But
Would you say?
we really started doing the booth because we were getting all this stuff at auctions. You buy a flat of stuff
Yeah,
usually. I mean, well, sometimes you buy one thing, but lots of times you get a flat or a box full of stuff, and you wanted 1 or 2 things in the box,
sure.
and then you have all this other stuff,
Yeah,
and we were just giving it all away. And
yeah.
so the booth.
That's how
kinda-
storage auctions were for us.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so that's kind of where we started that, and I've been doing that for 6 years now. 6
Yeah.
years.
So
You enjoy flea markets and all, like selling at the flea market and having a booth.
Yeah, I
Okay.
do.
He doesn't.
He
Yeah.
wants me to give it up.
It's great for all the things she said, except for actually making any money.
So
It's not a place to make money. I'm sorry,
Sure.
not for us anyway.
but it's an outlet. You enjoy it, right?
Yes.
And,
And I want her to have that. Absolutely, yeah.
yeah.
But
See-
not making any money.
I know when I before I even started doing landscaping, we had I was going and I can't even talk. I was buying storage auctions, and then we ended up getting a spot in the flea market here. And I know what you're saying. See, it wasn't for me because I had spending all that money to get in there, and it wasn't so much. I think it was like $50 or $75 for us. But then it was like, you never know when it's going to sell. And I was dealing with antique furniture, so I would sit and sit and sit, and then I would end up selling it on Facebook or something first.
Yeah.
But then we'd have little knickknacks and little things we'd pick up, like you said, moving the stuff you didn't really want. We would sell stuff for cheap, basically giving it away. But I will say, for me, I never wanted to do. Look at that cat! I never wanted to do toy shows or video game conventions because I just want to sell online. But I did my first not long ago, and it was an awesome financial outlet for me. But it might have been because it was a targeted, thing, and I was the only one selling video games. Everybody else was selling toys.
Yeah.
But so I've thought about, doing some of that. I've seen people at the flea market doing that, but do people try to just get stuff for dirt cheap?
Well, ours isn't set up like that. Our stuff's tagged, so it's not like your traditional flea market.
Okay, yeah.
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 So no one tries to try to haggle you?
Well, yeah, they will still sometimes ask, but there's just policies at the store. We don't take more than 10% off of anything.
Okay, yeah. You got a price to sell.
Yeah.
This nerd said I did a storage auction once and it ended up getting like $50. 50. Yeah, that's right.
Hey, those
Boxes of
sell.
adult diapers.
Let's look up a sold comp
We're gonna-
for
we're gonna-
adult diapers.
Okay, so here's a lesson right here. We're gonna look up a sold comp for adult diapers.
So there are 5,200 plus listed,
There you go, James.
Listed.
So-
and there are
He said they were unused.
1,000 plus sold.
Yeah.
Were they vintage though?
Baldy Picking.
He's
Okay.
a
Yeah,
Kyle Picking.
but
He did a video not too long ago where he picked up a whole bunch of them and sold the whole lot of them on eBay.
I don't know if you can see that, but $90. So,
90, 50, 30.
yeah,
Well,
so
that's-
you should have sold those, dude. Hi, Lori. Mama with the camera's here with us. Is Junk Monkey still going, Lori? Because I was on Junk Monkey's live before this, and Lori was on there. So I was wondering. I was thinking he might have still been going. We're glad you're here. This nerd said they were unused. I sure hope they were unused diapers.
I don't want to corrupt my eBay with diapers.
He said he didn't want to corrupt his eBay with
Hey,
diapers.
you could have enhanced your pocketbook.
Yeah, you could have maybe branched out and become a new diaper businessman. So no, but for real, like you said Baldy Picking, right?
Yeah.
He picks that stuff up.
Baldy Pal. Yeah.
Baldy Bow Picking, right? Isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we did my wife did an Instagram reel or story. We went to this garage sale, and I came back and she's like, "Did you find anything?" I was like, "No, nothing but like picture frames and underwear." And then I said, and it wasn't even vintage underwear. Because vintage underwear sells.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Used.
yeah, used. You hear that, James? Used vintage underwear. Okay, so see, Junk Monkey's live right now, so there's probably some people in there too. Sriracha sauce is reselling.
Sriracha.
Oh. Wasn't that like a McDonald's thing or something?
I don't know if it's a McDonald's thing, but it's like a kind of like a Chipotle, like spicy kind of sauce, a little tangy,
Yeah.
spicy.
All
It's
right,
got-
there's
it's
some
like a red
Szechuan. They had,
Szechuan.
yeah, their Szechuan sauce. They only brought it back for limited time. It was going for some stupid amount.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's crazy how stuff will sell really. Baldy is the diaper king. I'll be okay without the title.
I don't know if he wants that title.
Yeah, don't give it because he might get. I don't know. He might. If he's selling good, why not?
I think that's good. Sell your homeschool stuff.
Yeah, homeschool stuff sells really good. If you guys see Lori, current mama with the camera, I'm currently listing homeschool sets we just finished with. What were some of those homeschool books we sold?
Rebecca, Bob Jones,
Saxon.
Yeah, I can't
remember what it was.
Our Fathers.
I know we sold some like Ken Ham stuff too.
Yeah.
Master books. You ever heard of that?
That's Ken Ham's.
Okay, that's Ken Ham's. So, Gulf Coast Pickers, what's up, Brian? How you doing, man? Good to have you in. Steve says I have a booth at an antique mall I use as an outlet for stuff I don't want to mess with shipping on eBay. Yeah, see, I do that with Facebook. I'll sell stuff on Facebook. In fact, my wife put up. Do you want to tell that how you started doing that on Facebook?
I put up on this Facebook like local moms group. I was like, I'm a mom to 6 kids, and grocery money is really tight because of inflation. So if you have that, bag or box in your closet that you're planning to take to Goodwill but haven't done it yet, I'd love to come by and take it off your hands. And so I got like tons of messages, and we've already picked up like
a lot of we pick up multiple ones a week.
The only issue that I found with doing that is that when you get people's unwanted things, there's a lot of it that's unwanted for a reason.
That's right.
So we end up having to like go through it and like trash a lot of it, but we've made like $100.
Yeah,
$120.
We did it for groceries, and we got some stuff I could list on eBay. So I sold 2 video games already for somewhere between 15 and 18 free shipping that they just gave. And I went up to the door to grab the stuff, and she's like, "What else are you looking for?" And I said, "Well, I resell video games. That's mostly what I'm looking for." And so she came out with a stack and just gave them to me. And I was like, "Okay." So it was really cool. We've been mostly taking like the children's clothes, baby clothes, and just taking it to the consignment shop and getting cash. But we're starting to rotate and just keep going to the consignment shop because it's free and it's just cash flow. And instead of listing it, we're taking the good stuff and we're going to list it. And then we're taking all the stuff that we can sell locally and just drop it off and just get, pennies on the dollar, but it was free. And people love it because they feel like, hey, we're helping out a family that's, just started a business, or they need grocery money. So people, what does it do? It does their good deed service in their heart, and they also don't want to deal with it. So it makes them feel better because, like I said, they're usually giving us their crap. So it's not like they're giving us great stuff that's going to sell for them. You guys want to start an underground sriracha ring with this nerd?
You go to the dark web.
Ryan and Kayla Felix, hey, good to have you, by the way. They use master books, I guess, for their homeschool.
Oh, and that would be our son-in-law and daughter.
Oh, well, there you go. Okay.
And they'd love to talk to you about the food bill. They have 5 kids.
Oh, okay. There you go. So they know about it.
I don't know how you guys are doing it.
Yeah.
It's tough feeding 2 of us.
Groceries are expensive. My goodness, we spend over $200 a week, it seems like.
More than that.
It's doing pretty good.
I'm just talking about for food.
Yeah.
Food and like, stuff dealing with that, like condiments and.
Yeah, I had put up on Instagram that I had gone to the store and spent like $66, and I showed what I got. And Will from Reseller Madness messaged me. He was like, in California, it's like $66 just to buy the eggs. It's like,
yeah, I don't doubt it.
I was impressed with how much you got for your $66. Yeah.
Wow. She used to do couponing like really good, but it's so hard to keep up with it when you're doing everything else. And people do really good, but even then we'd have so much stuff that, it's like, what do we do with this? That stuff we wouldn't even use. Okay. Becca, I used to work for a distributor when I did landscaping. Becca.
Never heard of chalk dust math.
Chalk Dust Math. Apologia. Is Apologia Jeff Durbin's Apologia Churches?
I think that's right.
Okay. Not Grass. I haven't heard of Not Grass. BJU Saxon. I've heard of Saxon. My Father's World. I've heard of it. I just haven't seen it.
Yeah.
But yeah, homeschool stuff sells good, and it's good for your kids. So.
There's Will.
And speaking of Will, there's Will. Hey, Will. Happy to have you. So. Hopefully those eggs will go down in California. This nerd said, I can barely handle 3 kids. I don't know how you guys do it. Grace of God. It's the same grace for 3 is the same grace for 6. So, look, we love our kids. They're
probably watching.
How many? Yeah, they're probably watching, so I got to watch my words. So 2, Ezekiel and Abigail are here with us, but her mom took and then Tabitha's here, of course. But Nehemiah, Elijah, and Jude all went to her parents in Texas. And today we're sitting down and eating lunch. It's so quiet. And I was like, oh, well, our littlest boy isn't here running around and crying and trying to fight with his brothers. That's probably why. So, but they're wonderful. Don't get me wrong. It's just it was just having them 2 there, and they're just so quiet, talking to each other. But
they'll grow up and be gone before you know it.
I know. Oh, I'm embracing it. Don't get me wrong. That's the whole reason I started reselling full time. Ministry, but first and foremost, family. I've been real convicted about. I'm big on homeschooling. I'm always encouraging people to homeschool, Christian and non-Christian, but especially brethren. And I always say, do what you can with them, spend time with them, and so that was the whole reason I wanted to be home more. Even though I'm a pastor, my first ministry is my family. And I realize there's so much more to ministry to my family than just discipling them in the Word. That's the most important. But one of the things is just getting to know them, laughing with them, eating with them, that daily, spending time with them. So that's I see that. I was Ezekiel putting him down for bed a few months back. And I remember I just started crying because sometimes those little nighttime emotional music for the kids. Look, I cried like a little wimp. There he is right there. And I was just seeing him sleeping, and I was like, saying, God, help me to be more thankful for my kids because I cherish them. Just seeing them as they're getting older. And it's like, I'm going to try not to cry. But, yeah, you're right. Cherish your kids. Anybody that has kids, cherish your kids. Absolutely. Coco and Chewy said, I want to do homeschooling, but everything I looked at, it's pricey.
We actually do a free curriculum now. It's called Easy Peasy All-in-One Homeschooling, and it's completely free. You can buy the workbooks if you want to do workbook style, which they're on Amazon for $5 to $12, depending on which one. But yeah, there's a lot of free resources. So don't feel like you have to spend, hundreds of dollars.
Yeah.
You don't have to be part of a program.
When we started, like I said, we had no money back then, and if it wasn't for homeschool conventions and getting used curriculum, I don't know what we'd do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought curriculum off eBay multiple times.
Oh, I bet. There's Ezekiel. I don't know if you can see him. You want to say hey, Ezekiel? This is the one I don't know if you can see. Stand, get it. This is Ezekiel.
There he is.
Hey.
Hi, Ezekiel.
Say hey.
Here's the other one.
And this is Abigail. They're the ones that stay home with us. And then Tabitha's asleep.
Abigail.
I'm not going to go wake up Tabitha.
No, we're not waking up.
No.
Hey, Christopher Nutter, what's up, man? Thanks for coming in. He was just, okay, buddy. Don't be hitting stuff. Oh, the cat's in the thing. All right, Ezekiel, go ahead. I know, but we'll get Kayla out. Kayla's hiding from you kiddos right now. So, okay, well, we got to talking about family and everything, and amen. That's wonderful. I guess that's the main questions. Any other? If you have any other questions for Kyle and Lori, please let us know. Oh yeah, Flipper dude, that's right.
Where
Believe it or
they
not.
live.
Oh yeah, did I not say that? Oh yeah, tell about where you live because I want to say when you do that porch video and seeing your yard. See, we have some land, kinda. I'm not going to
It's a
go
long
into that. It's a
story.
long story, and we really would like to get on the land. It's just it's an issue right now. But seeing that, I'm like, man, that's so wonderful. How where do you live? How many acres? All that stuff. Like what? Because it's beautiful. I love seeing that from your back patio. So tell me a little bit about where you guys live.
We are in northeastern Kansas, and we have 10 acres. We don't really do much with it. We have a fellow that hays about 8 of it, probably 7 of it. And so that was looking back out the backside of the property.
Yeah.
The guy across the street's probably got 180 acres, and there's a neighbor down the road. We're pretty rural, and that's the way I like it. I'm not great with neighbors. I get grumpy.
Yeah, I was gonna say you wouldn't get grumpy, would you?
But it's only 20 minutes into town for us too, so
Yeah.
That's not bad. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
but
that's
but I'll let you in on the rest of that secret is what I think I'd like to do, and I talked to Lori about it. So those kids that are online watching us tonight,
yeah.
they have 5 of our grandkids down about 2 hours, almost 3 hours away.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And our second daughter is her husband and children are headed off to Madagascar to be missionaries.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
And so
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So becoming empty nesters, we'd like to get closer to the grandchildren that are staying in the States. And what I would really like to find is a nice building in an old downtown where we can run our eBay business down below and live up above it.
Oh wow.
so there won't be any green pasture in the
So
background.
you want to?
Yeah.
Oh
Then
wow.
I have to mow.
Yeah. Yeah. Would you rather live in downtown and do that?
I think as I'm getting older, trying to take care of property. I know I'm not old, but I mean, it's a
Sure.
lot of work. It's a lot of work to take care of land, even if you're not with animals and stuff. You still have to take care of it. And yeah, I think I'd like that. I think it'd be an adventure and a next step in our what do they call it?
Journey?
Or well, what's the overused Christian word for it? Your
Your overused word for journey. Your
not state season. My
your
season.
Your
Yeah.
season. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I'm in that season of life. So
I was trying to think of like a word for like a traveling like.
I was thinking pilgrimage. But
Yeah,
I was
pilgrimage.
Like, that's not
Yeah, I don't think that is overused. I don't think people are like, yeah, my pilgrimage was. Yeah.
yeah. We'll see. We'll see if that's what God wants for us. I think that's what I'd like to try, but we'll see.
Sure. Well,
But
that
for
would be
now,
cool.
Beautiful here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really nice. I was like, wow. So hopefully we'll be able to get there soon. Hey, buddy. We'll in a minute.
But and you guys can our son-in-law is actually from Mississippi, the one that's headed to
Really?
Madagascar.
What part of Mississippi?
Oh shoot! Why'd you ask me that?
Down south somewhere, I think.
Where
Why
did
isn't he that?
It was like 45 minutes from New Orleans, northeast, I think.
Okay, it's kind of like Natchez area. Well, you said 45 minutes.
Yeah, I think so. We'd
Because
have to ask him. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
I can't remember.
Yeah,
But,
so Kentwood is right on the border of Louisiana. Yeah. Just so it's southern. Oh wait, you said northeast. Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay, it's probably like the Gulf Coast, like Biloxi, Bay St. Louis, that whole area, probably something like that. I think I know what you're talking about.
Sure.
Will said in California, charter homeschools, we get state money towards curriculum and field trips. Wow, really? In California, they do that? Wow. I'm going to be honest, I wouldn't have expected that. That's actually really cool.
Yeah, but I think if I'm not mistaken, Will has to report to the state their progress and stuff. Here there are no rules.
Same in Mississippi.
Same in Mississippi, yeah. So that does,
We
yeah.
literally just turn in something at the beginning of the year that says the name of our children and their ages and what curriculum we're using, and that's
We
it.
don't even have to do that much.
We just had to register
Oh, wow.
one time. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
Coco's.
what I was getting at is that now that we're friends, you can come up and visit anytime. So we'll do some thrifting up here sometime. or
Yeah,
some
absolutely. That'd be
market or
cool.
something.
I was saying how fun that would be to like travel around and do that and meet all these people. Of course, you know, like I really wanted to go to FlipCon, but we're just not going to be able to afford it, man. Are you guys going?
We are. Yeah,
Okay,
looking forward
yeah.
to it. I really wanted to go to the meetup with Angie Resells and a Rural Squirrel in
Yeah,
St. Louis.
there she is, right? I just
Yeah.
highlighted her.
I know. And it's like I was planning to go. I was going to go. And then one day it dawned on me that that's my daughter's due date. She's due next Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
I
Yeah, you
need
couldn't
to
go during that.
Yeah.
Yeah, she wouldn't be forgiven for not being here for that.
No,
They should be in trouble for that.
I would think so. Hey, I wanted to go meet some other resellers. Sorry, but
Yeah.
grandbaby's going to have to wait.
Priorities.
They are when we try and explain Flipcom to them, they already don't understand. So
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Laurel, close.
hey, I was gonna say.
Oh, close to Laurel. Okay.
Oh, did Felix? Caleb
Yeah, so Laurel's not far from Hattiesburg. Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
that's not
Laurel.
far from us.
that
That's-
TV show. Yeah.
That's probably only like an hour away from us. Hour and a half, yeah.
Cool. Hey,
Yeah.
I was going to say something, Keith. If
Yeah.
I can get anybody in the audience tonight, if you're into stickers and you want our sticker, if you'll go to grumpypicker.com,
Okay.
go to the contact and send me your info, we'll send you a sticker.
For
I
free.
need it. I see. I don't know because I don't even know about. Did I send you guys stickers with? Oh man, I don't know how.
No.
This By the way, Lori's in here, Mom with the camera. I have yours, and I got it packaged today, finally. And I was going to the post office. I also got Cha-Ching Scott's package done, and Will, yours is done as well. So I'm sending them all out tomorrow. So they are going. I apologize. I need to get better at that.
I love their logo.
Yeah, their stickers. Yeah, your logo. By the way, you guys for branding, like if you were to brand yourself, this is amazing.
Yeah, it's great.
The Happy Picker, Grumpy Picker. Go ahead and highlight that and put it in the chat.
I was going to say about
Put it in the chat.
about your prizes and the timing and all. You
Yeah.
could probably just go ahead and put modern stuff in there. By the time they get it, it'll be vintage.
It'll be vintage.
You just highlight that and then put it in the copy it.
Okay. Well, I already did that.
Oh, you already
That's
did?
where it goes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Their website's there, so in the chat, so you can go and check out their stuff. So,
It's just stickers right now, my friend.
but that's okay. Spend some money. So, Florida has very little rules for homeschooling. We have to send in something once a year. Yeah, that's yeah. Speaking of traveling, Rural Squirrel, Kristen,
She shows.
she travels everywhere. I was like, if you want to like, I guess, encourage somebody to resell, show her Instagram and YouTube because she's traveling around all the time. They'll be like, man, can I travel like Kristen can? 'Cause I haven't gotten there yet, but hopefully I will. Hey, there it is. Let's Do Lunch podcast. Thanks for coming in. So we got people already wanting them. Will says he's in just for the sticker. Oh, I have. Oh, goodness. So I see Miss Tabitha multiple times a week, and every time I'm like, I forgot to bring a sticker. So look, we sold 2 items today. Since you guys are making us rich.
Like $3.95.
Oh well, you got that still works. And guess what? Guess what the value of it was? $3.95. No, $34.95 and $9.59. Hey, so that's 40-something bucks right there.
We've sold 2. We've sold 2 today. I had high hopes going into this weekend because Thursday we sold like 10 things.
Yeah.
But
Oh, really?
I think we've only sold 10 total since then.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I haven't been selling much. So I used to sell 10 a day, or 8 to 10 a day, and it's dropped down to like 3 to 5 over the past month.
Yeah.
And then
that's about where
this
we're at.
for real, this weekend was crazy. My aunt gave me a box. Not my aunt. Well, I guess my aunt, her aunt, basically my aunt, gave us a box of there's unclaimed mail of these Pokemon cards, unopened, some kind of ones you only get during a competition, and I had 180 of them, and I sold them all in one day, and I think we made like, I don't know, somewhere around $1,500. It was
Nice.
crazy.
Awesome.
So it was great. Well, we're gonna you guys down to go ahead and get into the game?
Yeah, sure.
He said, "Well, we'll see."
I'm not very good at these games, but
I'm not either. Don't feel bad. It's because every time I'm like,
That's why we do them to other people.
So-
So that
yeah, because I'm never good at it.
I don't know.
Kristen said it's easier to travel because the kids aren't there. Well, yeah, that makes sense because it's hard to bring all of our kids. Hey, good job, Chris.
Awesome.
27 packages. Hey, there you go. So I guess the weekend was good for a lot of people. Some no, some yes. But all right, well, we'll get into this. Let me pull it up here. I got my questions. You guys ready for this? Oh, I didn't tell you to get paid. I told everybody else. I didn't tell you to get paid. You already knew though, probably.
We
Paper
did.
and pen?
We forgot.
That's okay.
It's okay.
You don't need it.
Trust us?
Yeah.
I trust you. So they're gonna be like, oh yeah, I got the same
That's
answers.
exactly what I was thinking.
All right, so we're just gonna ask a few questions, but we're gonna start the couples game, guys. Let's see, where am I at? I lost my spot. There we go, couple game right there. All right. Did I ask that?
No,
Okay.
not in that way.
Not in this way. It's similar. Okay, so we'll start for you, Lori. You're gonna. I'm asked. Well, no. Yeah, let's start with Lori. What makes Lori most happy?
So Kyle is going to answer
Yeah,
what makes.
and then
Lori
you're gonna
happy.
tell us if he was right.
Oh, hang on. I got to come up with an answer.
That's a hard part too.
Yeah, that's hard because I'm sure there's lots of things
Okay. I'm good. I got
or
it.
something. It doesn't have to be
Yeah, it doesn't
exact.
have to be
It's
most.
easy. It's sleep.
Oh,
She's like,
No,
that's not what I was
he
thinking.
said I got this one.
no, spending time with my kids, my family. That's where it's at.
There you go. All
Sleep's
right.
got to be right behind that. It's got to be
Sleep.
number 2.
Is sleep number 2?
No, probably popcorn.
Probably what?
What was that? Probably what?
Popcorn.
Popcorn. Oh, okay. There you go. Well, you failed, Kyle. Sorry.
Nothing new.
All right. Well, what makes? I hope sleep wouldn't make you grumpy, but well, I guess it could. I guess it depends. Once you wake. All right. What makes Kyle most grumpy?
Most grumpy.
So I'm
So-
answering.
so-
make sure that's grumpy.
Yeah, Lori's gonna answer, and then you're gonna say if she was correct or not.
Messy house, things out of order.
Mm.
Kind of. I'd say lack of planning. You know,
Oh, okay. That's kind of
it is disorder. It's whether that's what are we doing today, and things aren't what I thought they were, or messes, or just lack of planning.
That was good.
That's in the same.
That's in the same category. Organization, disorder, right? Will you take it though, Kyle? Will you take that as a good? So will you take that as it works? I think it works.
Yeah. I mean, as an auditor, I think I could probably classify that appropriately.
All right, sounds good. All right, you can go ahead and ask the next one. I think it's right here.
Okay. Kyle, what has been Lori's favorite flip since y'all started?
For the past
in
20-something years.
1997?
Well, actually, yeah.
I'm gonna go with
Wait. Wait. Who answers first?
Me,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, he answers, and then you say if he was right, and then
I mean, you can't answer before I
Okay.
know what I'm
Okay,
going to
okay.
say. Though.
yeah. So go ahead and give it a second, and whenever you both are ready. Sorry, I keep going out of the camera. I'm sorry. I'm like, hey guys, what's up?
Yeah, you have those.
A lot of years of flipping. So, okay, I've got two things in my head. Do I have to narrow it down?
No, that's fine.
No, because that's even
the
better.
top two. That works.
I think the most expensive one is still her favorite, and that was a orrery from like 1905. An orrery is a sun and all the planets, and it has a little crank, and they all move around.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Used in schools back in the day.
Oh wow.
That is my favorite. I mean, how can
Oh
you not
wow.
love with yeah? It was a neat item, and it was
That's
very
pretty-
profitable too.
Where did
Yeah.
you get it? And how much did you sell it for?
So that's this is a fun story because so we went up to Nebraska. It was a couple hours away in this nothing town. There was nothing there, and we want to comp stuff. Well, there's no reception, and so it's like in their little community center. And I went outside, and the local bar across the street that wasn't open, its internet was open. There's no password on it. So I'm looking this thing up, and I see what it goes for, and I run back inside, and I'm like, we want to get that thing. And so we start bidding. And, auctioneers generally, they'll start at the price they think it's going to sell for, and then they'll drop down.
That's
Nobody
right.
bids into it. Okay. So he started it at $10. And I was like, I was getting excited. I'm like, okay, $10. And nobody bid for a bit. And he waited, and he got another bid. And then it went back and forth between us and this guy. I got to $480, and he outbid. He went $490, and I'm like, I'm done. Lori goes, no, what's one more bid? And so I said, okay, $500, and we won that thing. And the crowd applauded. Never seen that at an auction in my life.
Wow.
I haven't seen it since. So I was like, what? So anyway, we sold it that week on eBay for $1,500.
Wow. That's pretty awesome. Wow.
I had no idea.
Yeah, I wouldn't have known anything. That's so cool.
It was fun.
So that was a quick $1,000 just like that.
Yeah, and that's how we learn.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because we also bought 6 tables of Avon.
There you go.
Oh no, Avon.
We did not buy 6 tables worth. Maybe 6 boxes.
It was
worth.
tables. It was tables.
A box fills up the table.
Nobody wanted that stuff, but we took it. Why not?
So your profit went to go buy some Avon? You're like, we need this. All right, well, cool. That's actually a really cool one. Yeah, wow, that's awesome. So you guys are mostly doing auctions. Well, let me get back. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked.
All right, so
Same thing.
Kyle's favorite flip.
Oh, well, see, I think that's probably his too.
Okay,
But
if
the
we
next
throw that one out.
The next one,
Okay, give me a minute.
you think about it.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, I think it was probably a Western art print from a famous artist in the Southwest. I don't remember his name now.
It was she.
What?
It was she.
Was it she? Okay, it was a her. Anyway, it was damaged, and so we got a really good deal on it. Damaged in the way the paper that it was printed on.
Water damage.
Yeah.
And anyway, we ended up having it restored
Oh,
and
wow.
paid for that, and then sent it to an auction in the Southwest, and I don't know, got
It's $1,500 again.
another $1,500.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. How much did you guys pay for it?
I paid $100 or $150 for the print. We gave the guy another $100 or $150 for his conservation work.
Wow.
Was
That's-
that what
wow,
you
that's
were
so
gonna
cool.
say?
Yeah, it was. Because the whole effort of getting the conservator, finding the person, and watching them. Well, we didn't watch them do the work, but talking through the work that was going to be done, and that was really kind of fun. So
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
That's neat.
That's a
and learn about this new artist. Wasn't a new artist. The artist had already passed, but who
yeah.
she was. She'd done ink drawings in the Southwest in the
And now we can't remember who she
40s
was.
or 50s, something like that. That was really interesting.
I wouldn't know.
It wasn't adult
Yeah.
diapers interesting, but it was interesting.
What caught your eye to do that? Because he says some of these things like, see, I wouldn't even know. Like, because I've just heard of people going and looking at paintings and making tons of money or art. I wouldn't even have a clue. I'd be like, I don't even want to mess with it. So like, what is it? Is it just over the time you've kind of gotten an eye to see stuff like that? Or
Some of that.
were you
but
just like, I'm going to try it?
If you know that it's originally signed,
It's an original
Yeah.
work of art.
it's worth taking a shot on.
Okay.
I mean, that's the big thing. Is I don't want to say most of the time. Many times you can at least get that artist's name and do a little Google research and figure out if they were somebody of substance or not, that kind of thing.
And this was an online auction.
Online
This
auction.
was an online auction, so we had a chance to actually do some research on it before we did on
Yeah.
it.
Wow.
Yeah, couldn't have done that if we were in live in person. We couldn't have done that.
Yeah. Angie, I think this Angie said O'Keefe. Is that what it
Oh,
was?
No, not George O'Keefe. No, it wasn't
That
anybody
would-
near that famous.
That would have been worth a lot more, I bet.
Yeah, yeah. I
Well,
think
that's
part
awesome.
of the great thing was we got an auction house that
Oh, it's
specialized
Kristen.
in that kind of art.
She's on
Oh.
two. That's why I thought it was Angie because I saw Rural Squirrel. So all right, Kristen. So sorry about that.
She's got split personality.
She got split personalities tonight. So she's on both. But that's okay. That's adding more people here. So Steve does. Yeah, he talked to me about this. He does a lot of online auctions himself. See, maybe I need to go look up some online auctions because I think you talked about that. That was one of the questions. Well, we'll get there in a second. Where's the questions go? Those are super cool finds, by the way. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. This is kind of the next question. Favorite places, or you can answer either or. Favorite places or ways to source. We'll start with asking Kyle, what's his favorite way or place to source?
So I'm answering what his is.
Yeah. Do you know, or you probably know automatically, right?
You know, right? I don't think auctions, in-person auctions.
In-person
favorite.
auctions. There you go. Ding, ding. They got it right.
We've never done that.
Yeah, I've done
Leaf
auctions.
storage.
Well, I've done a few auctions at like old pawn stores and stuff.
Okay.
I just don't know a lot about them. Lori, what about you? So same question. Kyle, you'll answer for Lori. I think she answered this on a video. I think you both answered this on a video. Go ahead.
You're answering.
I'll go first.
Yeah, you're answering.
Goodwill bins. She'd move in if she could.
How far away is it from your house?
It's about an hour and a half. So I don't go a ton, but it happens to be that we have kids that live in Kansas City where the bins are, and so often when we take trips to see them, we get to go see the bins too.
Are there a lot of hard goods at yours, or is it
Yeah.
mostly clothes? See, ours are just clothes and shoes, really.
Yeah, no, in fact, there's probably more hard goods than there are actually clothing there.
At least 50-50.
At least 50-50.
Yeah. And it's big. I mean, we've been to a few others, Charlotte and Omaha and
Vegas.
Vegas, and they're half the size of the Kansas City one.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. See, ours.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ours is small, but
It's
it
like-
just has mainly clothes, barely any shoes.
I
even.
think there's one set of bins that's two, and then there's a few toys.
I think
One
there's
bin.
10 total.
Yeah, maybe 10 total bins inside of that room. Flipper Dude says 100% garage sales. Yeah, see, that's me. Garage sales and Facebook Marketplace is where I source.
I can't find anything through Facebook Marketplace. It's just like
I scour it.
I can't sort through the spammers to find anything.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of those, and I guess since I'm like looking for games solely, I put up ads on there saying I'll trade certain systems, and so people that want the newer systems will call me, hit me up. That's usually where I find big hauls, where I got to spend like $1,000 or something, but it's a whole bunch of stuff. This nerd says Goodwill Bins is also my second home. Flipper Dude says I work 1 minute. I work 1 minute from the Magic Goodwill. So the Magic Goodwill is it because it's is it magical?
It can be.
Yeah, it can be. Look, we found some cool. So we found Patagonia. I found some vintage stuff. It's just I don't know. I guess I just don't do it as much. I haven't done it in a while.
Well,
Wii stuff. See, I never
last time I
Wii
think we were
stuff.
there. I'm sorry.
This nerd says he finds Wii, like the video game, at stuff at Ben's. I've never found that kind of stuff.
No.
I guess it's where he lives. So
Yeah. You see Harry Tornado getting video games too, and I'm like, we never see any.
yeah, I've seen him get that. Yeah. Now we had the Ben's where I found that like Legos game.
Amazon.
Yeah, it was an Amazon Ben's place, and I found
We did.
it. Yeah.
Sorry, we did find 2 Vitas
What?
PlayStation Vita.
in a bag. We got 2 of them. Paid
Jeez.
and paid the weight. What
Yeah.
dollar a piece or whatever.
Well,
What?
That's
They
awesome.
both
Oh,
worked.
man.
And they both worked. Yeah.
Oh wow, that's cool. I sold mine because I never find the games, but I wish I wouldn't have because those are really hard to find right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are cool. What color were they? Just black ones?
They were
what
both
were
black. Both black.
Yeah, those are good find. All right, well let me let's see. I got one more, and so this is for each of you. We'll start with you, Lori. I'm going to ask Kyle. You guys are going to know this, but you'd be surprised. Some people don't know, but I would like to know. So, where was Kyle born?
I know where I was born.
If I get this wrong, I'm gonna go duh. But
See,
Lawrence, Kansas. Lawrence, Kansas. Home of the KU
Florence.
Jayhawks.
There you go. All right, same question. Where was Lori born? I said, where was Lori born? Where was Lori born?
Stuttgart, Germany.
That is
Really?
correct. That is correct.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
That's awesome.
Hey, you want to talk about God moments? Her father was on the tarmac with orders to head to Vietnam in 1969,
Before that, good.
68, I guess. And on the tarmac, he got a change of orders that sent him to Germany to guard missile silos in Germany. And that's where she was born.
Wow. Oh, wow.
Yep.
How
Yep.
long were you there in Germany?
They moved back to the States before I was a year old.
Oh, okay, so you didn't get to. Have you ever been over there? Other than that,
I've actually been there twice. I had an uncle who was career military, and he was there twice, and I got to go both times.
oh wow.
But neither time did I visit where I was.
Stuttgart.
Yeah, neither time did I visit Stuttgart.
That's still cool. I've only been in the airport, and that's it. I haven't ever actually been in.
Yeah, I've been to Zurich Airport. Haven't actually been to Switzerland.
Yeah, I can't remember where is it. What is that one in Germany? That of course I'm sure there's tons of them. Where's that one that we always stop at? I don't know. It's in Germany. That's all I know. Flipper Duke says there can be 10 resellers in the Magic Goodwill, and I will come out of it with a basket full of stuff. Oh,
Nice.
okay. So magical. That's what he's saying.
Nice.
Coco says, "I wish the bins that I go to had more hard goods than clothes." See, that's how ours is. Okay. See, yeah, everybody finds good stuff. See, it's hard. We got to dig. Now, there's a vintage reseller, and he finds some crazy stuff at the bins here, but he's there literally every single day for like 10 hours. So,
Oh, yeah. And the downside of the hard goods, because the picture frames and the glass goblets, better wear your chainmail gloves because,
Digging.
you get yourself cut up pretty good.
yeah. I think your camera just stopped. Or can you still see me moving?
Yeah.
Okay. You kind of paused for a second.
Yeah.
Must move. Anthony, what's up, man? He said better late than ever.
Just push a pause or something.
Just got home from work.
Just pause. Just pause on it.
Oh wow! Flipper Dude said he just picked up a vintage Rammstein. Oh, never mind. I'm thinking of the band because that would have been worth a lot too. Okay, Rumstein Germany Harley Davidson shirt. That's still probably worth a lot of money. That's pretty cool. Okay, yeah, I think their video is not frozen now.
Yeah.
All right, well, cool. So, see, this is why we do is get to know people. We're about to go to our giveaway game. I'm going to get it ready. Just wanted to share a little bit about what's coming up. I am changing. Do we have that over here? You grabbing it? I am changing up giveaways after tonight. I'm still going to be doing giveaways, but I'm changing up the format, and I'm going to be doing the same thing. There's going to be different types of giveaways, and I don't know if you see her, but this is going to be a new guest on our show. So this is where the giveaway is. I'm just know it's a sneak peek. So it's not. I'm not going to tell you exactly what it's for, but this is going to have to do with the giveaway. So let your imagination run wild. I don't know how far it can run, but so yeah, giveaways are changing up a little. There will be multiple ones, but they're going to be a little bit different, and I'll be explaining it next week. Yeah, so I love giveaways though. I love doing them. So even if I take 3 or 4 weeks to give them, I do love doing them. I will get them to you. I promise. How long did it take to give you your guys' giveaway? Did it take 2 or 3 weeks, or did we get it to you?
It was 3 or 4. It was 3 or 4 weeks.
Oh my goodness! I'm so sorry. Yeah,
It's so good. I mean, it was a heck of a lot of stuff in that box.
yeah, yeah. Well, all right. Well, cool. Let's see. There's another thing. I don't know if anybody here is interested in this, but I've been doing this with my family. I've had a few. It's funny because I've had a lot of people on my Discord want me to do live streaming of playing games. See, as you know, I resell video games. I collect video games. My kids play video games. But, I'm working, I'm pastoring, and I'm being a father and a husband. I don't, I don't sit around and play video games. But people have asked, and I do a live stream on Thursday nights. Right now, we're going over the new Zelda game. So for anybody that likes to watch that stuff, my 2 oldest, they join in, and we just have a fun time and hang out and talk to people. So if that's your thing, you can come check that out. And like I said, the giveaways are going to be a little bit different, and I'm going to be changing up a little bit of format on the lives. So that's really all the announcements I have. Do you guys have anything before we go into the giveaway game that you have that you would want people to know in here?
We're going to do more deck talks. The next one will be about packing, shipping, and postage, and it'll be serious this time, not like the one I did about glass.
So there won't be any. I'm sure there will still be some non-seriousness, right?
Oh, maybe a little.
some sarcasm.
A lot of that.
Guaranteed to have that.
Absolutely. Oh, Anthony said he had his first sale off of my giveaway box, or his giveaway box this weekend. So that's cool. Awesome. I'm glad you can make money off of. What did you sell, if you don't mind me asking? Oh, he's got to go eat with his family. Okay. He's going to come back and check out the replay, though, so it's fine. Keith is just a noob. Yeah, I am a noob. Yeah, just to make this really quick, I played the Zelda game, and the kids couldn't come on right at first, and I just died every 5 seconds. And so I'm sure people are really loving watching me just die over and over again. So I'm a noob. But, all right, we're going to get into the giveaway game, and you guys know the rules. You know how it works. You've seen it. I think everybody that's on here knows how it works. But just in case there's anybody on that doesn't know how it works, it's simple. We have this quiplash, which I'm about to put up right here. And let's see. It's got a little cartoon or comic strip. And there's an empty one here. And you put in the empty, is it shared? There it goes. You put in the empty box what you think the other guy is saying. So the quote here is, what's your favorite endangered species? So put up here what you think that Kyle and Lori will like. And we'll go from there. So we'll start the timer. Oh, Anthony said he sold Mario. Okay, cool. $20. There you go. So you can make at least $20 from the giveaway. So you definitely want to jump on these lives Even if it takes 3 or 4 weeks, it's free. You're getting it. So. Oh. Okay, I got the timer right here. You can go ahead and start, even if I haven't started the timer, but I think they already are. You got it? All right, we're going. All right, 2 minutes. We're going now. So go ahead here. It's what's your favorite endangered species?
Beanie Babies.
Beanie Babies. Beanie Babies, yeah. Grumpy Picker what?
He likes sarcasm.
Yeah, Grumpy Picker likes sarcasm, so that's a tip there. I wonder if people are like packaging or doing something else because I see 11 people.
Coco
And
can win. She's the only one.
Coco's looks like Coco's winning.
Coco's killing it.
She's killing it. So sorry it was on a holiday night. I didn't even think about that, guys. Whenever we'll have to have you guys on again when it's not a night that a lot of people are probably doing stuff with family and everything.
I thought it'd be late enough in the evening. It'd be okay.
Coco, you're winning.
There's
You got a minute left. So the other 11 folks, you got a minute left.
Will and Anthony, they usually have good ones.
She's here but not entering.
because she just won.
Oh, because you just won. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Anthony's drawing a blank. Well, that's an endangered species. Anthony drawing a blank. Well, I think Coco won, guys. Do. He's disqualified. Oh yeah, well yeah. A lot of everybody that's in here.
Coco won too.
They've all won.
Yeah, they've all So Anthony just won recently. Will just won recently. Lori just won recently. And Coco, Coco won a little while back though. Yeah, because she won before Anthony, so she would be the most non-recent one. So it looks like Coco's going to be winning. All right, Coco, you won. So that was cockapoo. Cockapoo. Is it cockapoo? A blobfish. I think this. I'll count that in there. Cockapoo and blobfish. All right, so we got Beanie Babies, Cockapoo. Look, you guys came on so long. Everybody's like, all right, time's up. Let's start putting things in here. I'm going to count them since nobody else. Is that okay? You guys okay with that if we count these?
Yeah.
I'm going to vote for I'm drawing a blank. What do you think of that?
Is that an entry, Anthony?
No.
We got to give it to Coco, I think, don't you? Yeah. She was
All
early
right.
and often. You know, she came to play.
There you go, Coco. There you go. Coco won. Good job, Coco. You snooze, you lose. All right, guys. Well, no, don't tell me my camera went out. Did my camera go out? No, there it is.
That's just.
Oh, okay. I'm looking at the wrong one. This nerd said we were all a little slow. I was trying to think of something that wasn't far related. Yeah. Well,
Well, the night I won, I was against a poop joke, so I was
and
really
you won.
amazed I pulled it out.
Was it one of his poop jokes?
It might have been. I don't know.
What did you say? I can't remember what it was.
Oh, it was about the most dangerous thing. You said to your wife or something like that. And I
Yeah.
I'm gonna wear that to church.
said, you really going to wear that?
Yeah, that was a good one.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. Was that when Arkansas Picker was on?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't even remember.
Yeah.
Or the week before that. I can't remember.
It was sometime.
It was.
Yeah.
It was your first time being on, wasn't it?
Was
Or
it?
your second?
Yeah, it was first or second time we were.
Oh, yeah. I think you guys won first or second time. That's right.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Well, I had fun, guys. Thanks, everybody, for coming in. Let me remove this. Thanks, everybody, for coming in. And sorry that it was on a holiday. We're going to have Happy Picker and Grumpy Picker on again whenever probably more people are not out doing stuff. And
Once you hit 1,000 subscribers, there you go.
do what?
When you hit 1,000 subscribers.
There we go. Yeah. Hopefully that'll be. It was moving. It's starting to kind of slow down a little right now, but that's how it goes. Goes up and down. So, well, cool. So we got the what do we call them? Deck, not
Talks?
TED Talks, but Deck Talks.
Yeah.
But the Deck Talks are kind of like your form of a TED Talk.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Grumpy's TED Talks. All right. Well, cool. Well, thanks, guys. Let's see what Coco said.
We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Enjoyed it.
Yeah, fun.
Yeah, Coco said the same thing happened to us last night. Barely had people on because of the holiday. Yeah, I kind of was, whenever they mentioned it, I was like, oh, yeah, that is a holiday. And I was like, well, we'll keep it going, and we'll do it again.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Happy picker and happy picker.
Oh, hopefully by then it'll be Happy Picker and Happy Picker. You think you'll ever be Happy
Never.
Picker, Grumpy?
Happy picker and happy
Yeah.
air picker.
Never.
Never. No. All right. Well, everyone, it was fun. Thanks for coming on. Even if you're spending time with family, it means a lot that you came to check it out. And Coco, just wait about 3 or 4 weeks and you'll be getting a mystery box. Now, I always say I'm going to try to do it the week, but I'm going to try to get better at that.
It'll be another 3 to 4
Yeah,
weeks.
okay. Yeah, pray for me that I can be more consistent. All right, guys. Well, God bless you all. Have a wonderful night, and we will see you next time. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks.
Bye.
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 And ending it. There you go.